Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Miracle on 4th Street 1994 film review. Now, as you know, A Miracle on 44th Street originally had its original movie back in 1947, and there was also a book based on this as well, and also a 1933 musical. Now, there had been different adaptations from 1955, 1959, and 1973. Now, the premise of the movie is meant to follow Dorothy Walker, who is meant to be a single mother whose doubts about Santa being real, and works for basically the shopping area known as Kohl's. Now, keep in mind, Kohl's is meant to be the fictional department store, and what's interesting is Macy's department store declined any involvement in this remake, in the 1994 remake, and the store Grimbles went out of business back in 1987. So pretty much what's interesting is that, yeah, you had Shoppers Express and Kohl's as the replacement. So pretty much this also has her pretty much having to hire Kris Kringle, played by Richard Attenborough, who's also known for playing in Jurassic Park 1 and 2. So Kris Kringle is meant to be this happy, more kind-hearted old man, and is only provoked when people push him to the breaking point. Which you have the drunk Santa Tony Farace, played by Jake McGee, trying to push his buttons, and what's interesting is that he's eventually asked to become the new store Santa, and he becomes this kind of lovable, enjoyable, and if not, likable character. Because I think what makes him work is that he's kind of like a grandfather figure. He pretty much cares about children, and yeah, you can tell that people don't believe he's Santa. Some of the children do, and others. So pretty much Dorothy's boyfriend Brian tries to, help Dorothy see that Santa is real. The same with with her daughter Susan, played by Mira Wilson, known for playing Matilda in Matilda, and basically also known for playing in Mrs. Doubtfire and BoJack Horseman. So Susan is pretty much this kid who has doubts about Santa being real, and this is like when you're a kid, when you have doubts about something being real, or you kind of expect something to happen. And what's interesting is that you can tell Brian does care about Dorothy and her daughter, and you can tell he wants to be part of the family, he tries his best, and so on. And what's interesting is that when you actually look at Shoppers Express's main boss, Victor Landberg, who's pretty much eager to get Cole out of business, I kind of feel with him and the general manager of Kohl's, Donna Shellhammer, kind of implies they could be related, and they never really do interact, and it does kind of hint there is a rivalry between them. I just kind of feel you could have had more time with them, and I kind of feel that, what they were originally going to do was make them brothers or something. So I do admit the movie isn't too bad. It's about having faith in something, or, having someone still keep their beliefs. And I feel that the film does leave a good message. But I feel there's moments in the film that seem a bit... wait, what? For example, with the drunk Santa, when he basically is in the shopping area telling the kids hurtful things, or when he's basically, saying these things, I'm surprised no one in Kohl's seems to recognize him. You probably think you would, and I feel they could have even had the drunk Santa kind of fake his injuries to make it look like it was further harm. Again, people do it to kind of gradually to gradually kind of make themselves look like they were injured, so it could have been a great opportunity. And I feel the last few seconds do seem a bit enforced, but that's just me saying it. But I think the movie's definitely not bad. I feel there were improvements, definitely not good, but definitely alright. So I think it deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.